This morning, how y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and hit that double tap on my screen real quick. Go ahead and double tap on my screen this morning. How y'all doing this morning? Let me go ahead and plug this back in here. Y'all know this phone right here, it'll get the losing juice on me. We ain't gonna do none of that. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Double tap on that screen, man. How y'all doing? It's the second week. Hello, somebody. Double tap on that screen. It's the second week of the brand new year. It's the second week of 2024. Y'all go ahead and tap in, tap in, tap in. As y'all come into the live video, I need y'all to do me a favor real quick. As y'all come into the live video, I'm getting us set up. As y'all come into the live video real quick, before we get started, go ahead and send me some love. Send me some love real quick. We're a few minutes early, and that's all right, man. That means we're going to have a few minutes to really get it done. Good morning to you, Lynn. How you doing? As you come in, I want you to say good morning to me. After you say good morning to me, let me know where you're viewing me from so I can shout out some of you guys' areas. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and double tap on my screen real quick. There you go. Double tap on that screen real quick. Send me some love, man. How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing this morning? We in here. We in here this morning, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's a brand new year, brand new day. We got a second chance to do it what? To do it all over, baby. Double tap on that screen. What up, Tennessee? What up, Savannah? What up, Las Vegas? I see y'all. Columbia's here. Charlotte is here. Good morning. Thank you so much, Lynn, for that badge. Let me get some badges up top on IG. Y'all know y'all got a new goal. The new goal is 50 badges down at the bottom on TikTok. Y'all goal is 600K. So do me a favor. Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Go ahead and send me some love. What up, Canada? How y'all doing in Canada, man? Canada, y'all go ahead, start tagging y'all friend. Go ahead and tag your best friend, all of them people. Tell them that I'm coming to Canada in August. And I need for you guys to get in the room. I'm coming international, baby. So all of my Canada people, make sure you tap in. Invite your sister, your cousins, your grandma, your meemaw, but go ahead and tell them to come on in the room, baby. We coming to Canada. That's right. Double tap on that screen. What up, Brooklyn? What up, the Bronx? How y'all doing, man? Good morning. Good morning. What up, Buffalo, New York? What up, Trinidad? How y'all doing, man? What up, South Africa? How y'all doing, man? Australia, what's good? How y'all doing in Florence, South Carolina? Big Texas, how y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing, man? Double tap. What up, Houston? I see y'all. Ohio is here. California is here. Okay, whoop, whoop. Let's go, man. Double tap on that screen real quick. How you doing, love? Happy New Year to you. What's up, PA? I see y'all. Orlando, how y'all doing? Mississippi, how y'all doing? What up, Georgia? Columbus, Georgia, I see you guys as well. How y'all doing? West Virginia? Virginia, I'm coming July the 27th. How y'all doing? Philly? Philly, I'm in the building January 27th. London, what's good? Rhode Island, what's good? How y'all doing in the Barbados? Hey, check it out. Jamaica, I'm out there the 7th through the 11th of June. I will be speaking in Jamaica. Double tap on that screen. Let me get a couple of badges up top on IG. Thank you so much, Brooklyn, for that badge. How y'all doing, man? I need to get 3 more. I think I got 2. I need to get 3 more. And we gonna get started. Okay, y'all already. Let's get us to 20K down here on TikTok, and we gonna jump in. How y'all doing this morning? Connecticut, what's good? How y'all doing in Indiana? South Africa checking in. I see y'all. Memphis is in the house. Chicago's in the house. Boston is in the house. How y'all doing this morning, man? TikTok, I know y'all hyped up and ready to go, baby, because we coming straight from walk in worship. We've been doing walk in worship every morning on TikTok. Got our inspirational music, starting our day off with positivity. So I know y'all ready to go. How y'all doing in Dallas, man? If y'all not a part of my TikTok family, make sure you join in, man. Make sure you create your TikTok. And if you're not a part of my IG family, make sure you create your IG. What's going on in Newark, New Jersey? I see y'all. Chicago, I'm coming too. Y'all are definitely on the list. Big Dallas, how y'all doing, man? Everything bigger in Texas. What's up, Dessa? How you doing? Good morning to you this morning. Alicia, good morning to you as well. Thank you so much for all the love, man. I see you double tapping and gifting. I see y'all showing out down here, man. How y'all doing this morning? I'm doing well. What up, Detroit? Detroit, I'm coming. Shreveport, Louisiana. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on the screen real quick. She said, come on, double tap, double tap, double tap. Double tap on the screen. She said, please stop. God knows I can't. God knows I can't, baby. If this ain't the line for you, go find you another motivational speaker. Go find you another life coach, or go get you some prayer, sweetie. That's what you can do. Yeah. Understand that. That's what you can do. Now go ahead and bow out gracefully, because the read that I give you is going to hurt your feelings. Double tap on the screen real quick. What up, Charlotte? How y'all doing in Indianapolis? How y'all doing, man? ATL, how y'all doing? Double tap on that screen real quick. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, you know, Charlotte, yeah, we already in there, man. We already in there. You know, some people be wanting attention. They be wanting me to say something. I had to go ahead and let her, you know what I mean? I had to go ahead and tap in with her for the new year. St. Petersburg, how y'all doing? Double tap on that screen real quick. Tennessee, I see y'all. Nashville, how y'all doing? Florida, what's good with you? Seattle, what's going on, man? How y'all doing this morning? How y'all doing? What she said, come to Ohio on your tour. Man, I got to see if I got any supporters out there, man. I got to see if I got some supporters out there. Buffalo, what's good? The Bronx, how y'all doing? Thank you, Ross. I appreciate that. Thank you, Candy. I appreciate you this morning. Double tap. There we go. Okay, double tap on that screen this morning. New Orleans, what's good? What up, North Carolina? What up? How y'all doing in Georgia? What we're going to be talking about today is this right here, baby. I need for you to understand one thing about life, and what it is that we're doing right now is that you got to do what? You got to seize this opportunity. Yeah, like remember the last time when we were on live, I told y'all that it's your goal. I need for you to understand that it's time for you to seize your opportunity. I need for you to seize your opportunity. If I was going to give myself a title, that's exactly what it's going to be. I got to seize my opportunity. I need for you to understand that a lot of times that we don't get to the level that we're supposed to be in life, and we don't reach our fullest potential because of the fact that we're so distracted with life. We're so distracted with, its inconsistencies. We so distracted with the letdowns. We so distracted by other people and other people's priorities. Hello, somebody, coach. I know you didn't do that on the good old Monday, but I did. What you said, I said we become so distracted with other people and other people's priorities. What you trying to tell me? I'm trying to tell you that them having an emergency is not you having an emergency. Them having something going on in their life ain't you having something going on in your life. You got to stop taking on other folks' stuff. And a lot of times we get distracted in what it is that we supposed to be working on, because we over there worried about what other folk got going on. We over there concerning ourselves what matters that ain't got nothing to do with us. We over there giving everything and everybody else our attention, our time, our effort. Not only that, we're giving them our gifts, things that we supposed to be utilizing in our own life. We're giving it to other people because we are distracted by life, by people and their emergencies, people and their needs, people and their wants. We give up everything that we got. We ain't in that type. I came in real hot, and I can't apologize for it. Yeah, that's why I asked for the badges first. Yeah, I came in hot, and that's a fact though. You can't argue with that. A lot of y'all will sit back right now. If you look back over your life, you will see the way that you gave more to people than they gave to you. You will see where every relationship that you've been in, you will see that you've been more of everything to them than they've ever been to you. You will see where you've overplayed your part. You will see where you overspent your finances. You will see where you overdid every single thing because you were trying to buy in. Hello, somebody. What you say, coach? You did all of that because you was trying to buy in. You did all of that because you thought your generosity would change them. You did all of that because you felt like if I gave them more, if I did more, if I showed up more, then guess what? Then they would pick me. Then they would love me. Then they would respect me. Then they would do this and that. And you thought that you being a people pleaser would, please the people. But one thing about people pleasers is that you can never please them. That's a note right there all by itself. What you say? I said that you spent majority of your life being a people pleaser, but because you was misinformed, you thought that you would be able to please people. But when people, you were being a people pleaser, but you did not know that you would never be able to please people. I need you to jot it down. Yeah, you might as well jot it down. You might well put it in your note. You are a people pleaser, but you will never be able to please people. That's just a fact. That's a red ink pen note. When you come back from running up and down your hallway, I want you to put that in your notes. I know you didn't set up and adjusted yourself. You over there running through your drawer right now, your kitchen drawer that you got everything in, looking for your ink pen. Go ahead. I'm giving you the opportunity to find your pen, sweetheart. I'm giving you the opportunity to go get your pen. Some folk going to get their ink pens. Y'all got to hold on a minute. Double tap on my screen. Go ahead and run it up. Let's get to 100K real quick. quick. Let's just be real. Let's just let that sit with us for a minute. Let that sit with you for a minute. Let that marinate. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a minute. You spent majority of your life being a people pleaser, but did not realize that you would never be able to please people. That there's some folks in your life that no matter what it is that you do, you would never be able to satisfy them. It's some folks in your life right now, you can bend over backwards so far that the top of your head can be scrubbing the ground. And guess what? They would never be satisfied. They would never be pleased. They would never be okay. It's some folks in your life that you could give them everything, almost your last breath, and they would still be asking you for more. People are not concerned about you. They are not concerned about what you're going through. They are not concerned with your hardship. They are not concerned with your broken heart. They are not concerned with the condition that you're living in. Folk are not concerned about you. They are concerned about whether or not you're going to be able to come through for me. Are you going to be able to take care of me? Are you going to be able to give it to me? Are you going to be able to provide it for me? Are you going to be able to show up for me? You got to understand that you can be over there barely making it in your life, living from pillar to post. You can be over there not being able to pay now bill in your house. You can be over there barely making it throughout your day, and they will still come right over there and they'll get the dump in their issues. They'll get the dump in their wants. They'll get the dump in their needs right all over you with total disregard to the fact that you got your own stuff going on. What are we talking about today? Baby, you got it. Yeah, that's right. I can't miss my moment. 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 I don't know about nobody else, but baby, I can't miss my moment. I can't miss my moment. And the truth of the matter is, if I get over here with you and I get distracted, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If I get over here with you and I get distracted, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to miss my moment. And when I owe it to myself to seize that. I owe it to myself to own that. I owe that to myself to operate in that. I owe it to myself that when that door opened, that I'm supposed to fly right on through it. I owe it to myself that when that yes come, I owe it to myself to embrace it. I owe it to myself that when all the things that I've been praying, I've been fasting, and I've been meditating for, when all of those things start to come into my life, I owe it to myself to embrace those things, not to walk into those things fearfully, not to walk into those things second guessing it, not to walk into those things, you know what I'm saying, feeling like I'm not sure about myself. I need to walk in there, and I need to walk in there, and I need to do it boldly. I just need y'all to put in my chat, I got to do it bold. I gotta do it. I gotta do it bold. I gotta do it bold. Double tap. I gotta do it bold. I gotta do it bold. I know some of y'all gonna, it's gonna be some people that's gonna be looking at you like, why you gotta do it like that? Why you gotta say it like that? You got so much passion in your voice. You got so much aggression in your voice. You got so your tone. Because I need for y'all to understand that, it was some times when I ain't playing and I ain't playing no more. So I gotta show up a little bit different. I can't show up the way that I've been showing up, because if I show up the way that I've been showing up, then you're gonna give me the same type of response that you've been giving me. So now when I show up, I got to show up with a little aggression in my voice. I got to show up with a little passion in my voice. I got to show up, and when I walk into the room, I got to have an extra pep in my step, because I'm trying to seize my moment. I'm trying to seize my opportunity. What you say, coach? Note number one is I can't miss my moment. I can't miss my moment. I can't miss my moment being distracted. I can't miss my moment crying. I can't miss my moment being depressed. I can't miss my moment being stressed out. I can't miss my moment over there soaking in pity and shame and guilt. I cannot miss my moment. What you got to do? I got to shake that right there off. I know that y'all think that's insensitive. I know you think that I should be somewhere crying with my head tucked between my tail. I get that. But I cannot afford to, I ain't got that type of time, baby. I gotta do it bold. I'm aware, but I still gotta do it. Good morning, Leandra. How you doing this morning? I get it. I really and truly do. See, sometimes you gotta let folk know. I get it. I know I got all hell breaking loose in my house. I know my children is acting up. I know my significant other got something else going on. I know all of these things. It's not that I'm not aware, but what it is that right now, guess what? You got to understand that I can't miss my moment. I can't be distracted by decisions that other folks is making. I can't be distracted by what other folk got going on in their life. I can't be distracted by that. Understand that I can only deal with me. I can only handle me. I can only fix me. That's all that I can do. Understand that anybody that's playing with me, anybody that's discrediting, slandering, anybody that's digging ditches for me, anybody that's mishandling me, anybody that's misusing me, they're going to have their day to pay. Yeah, come on. We you say, Coach? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna wait because somebody just jumped up. Hold on, pause. I don't have to address that. Anybody that's doing whatever I need for you, they gonna have their day to pay. That's not for me to give to them though. Understand that they gonna have their day. You gonna have to pay for that. Any hurt that you brought to me, you gonna have to pay for that. Any way that you misused me, abused me, took advantage of me and my good heart, when I know for a fact that I had good intentions, when I know for a fact that I was showing up in your life and I was doing the very best that I could, when I know for a fact that I didn't want nothing from you but you, and you decided to fumble me, you decided to misuse me, you decided to mishandle me, oh baby, you're gonna pay for that. You're gonna have your day to pay. And what I'm there, I don't have to worry about trying to get my leg back. I don't have to worry about going outside of my way trying to exchange that energy. I don't have to go outside my way to try to make it happen. I need for you to understand that in due time, you're gonna have your day to pay. See, some people don't know the value that you added to their life until you gone. They don't know the contribution that you made to their life until you gone. Some people don't realize that they was being blessed through you. They don't realize that they was staying afloat through you. And the moment that you exit their life, the moment that you put that distance there, the moment that you snip, the moment that you make up in your mind that enough is enough and you get on through, they gonna feel that right there in their chest. All you gotta do is pick you. I woke up this morning and I came here to tell you that you got to seize your moment. You got to seize your opportunity, that you cannot afford to miss this moment. That's note number one. With distractions, understand that because life is going to life. That's a fact. That's note number one. Yeah, note number one is don't miss your moment, because life gonna life. Life is going to life. Things are going to happen. And there's going to be some things that's going to happen in your life that you're going to feel like, I didn't deserve that. Why did that happen to me? Baby, I want you to understand that, everybody got something that they're going through. Everybody got a struggle that they're going through. And yes, it's unfortunate that it had to happen to you. And we get that. But instead of trying to figure out why it happened to you, I started asking for clarity. Started asking for revelation. What is it that you want me to learn in this situation? What is it in this situation right here? Why are you taking me through this? Show me what it is that you need for me to learn, because guaranteed that there's something. Life is a big old classroom. Every single day that you wake up, you got to be prepared to learn. Every single day that you wake up, what you said, Coach, every single day that you wake up, you got to be prepared to learn. There's always going to be some ups and some downs. There's always going to be some type of inconsistencies. It's always going to be something that's going to be happen. Sometimes it's going to be big. Sometimes it's going to be small. But the moment that your life is just coasting by, that's the moment that you should get worried. That moment that your life is just sailing through, that's the moment right there where you should start to get to worry. I don't worry when my life got ups and downs. I don't worry. When my life got ups and downs and I got stuff happening left and right, I'm not worrying. Why? That's keeping me on my toes. I'm conditioning. I'm training for this right here. Hello, somebody. What you say, Coach? I'm training. I'm in training right now. That's what I expect. I got to jump through hurdles. I got to make my way up under the tight spots. I got to wiggle my way through some things. I got to navigate through some things. I get that. The problem come in when it's just coasting by. Understand that a casual life is full of casualties. Yeah, come on. Okay. Come on, yeah, that's a fact. A casual life is full of casualties, and I can't afford to just be coasting by. I can't afford for that. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't afford to be taking them losses. I can't afford to be just thinking that, oh yeah, well, since ain't nothing happening, I ain't praying. Since ain't nothing really happening like that, I ain't got to fast. Since ain't nothing happening like that, I ain't got to be reading. Since ain't nothing happening like that, I ain't got to go to my support group. I ain't got to lock in with my people. I ain't got to check in with my accountability buddy. I ain't got to follow through on my morning routine because everything going the way that I want. I done found the love of my life and I'm over here living in blissful heaven and everything is coming the way that I wanted to come. So let me just back off. Let me just take a break from everything so that I can focus on my new life. Let me just take a break from everything and disconnect from everything so that I can focus on my new life, and not understanding that that's exactly how the enemy operates. Get you distracted with one thing so he can take your eyes off the other. As soon as you start working on yourself and your development, find a way to slide right on into your life. As soon as understand that you over there and you working on yourself and you're committed to the work that you're doing on yourself, the moment that you start healing and progressing in life, the moment that you start flipping that mental switch and you start intentionally creating a brand new individual, how dare you? I gotta send something to distract them. Wait a minute. You trying to grow on me. You trying to heal on me. You trying to develop on me. Let me go ahead and pull the plug on them. I I got to get them away from the source. You got to understand that you cannot afford to miss your moment by being distracted. You cannot afford to miss your moment by being caught up in other things. If they love you, they go, yeah. If they love you, they go into class with you. If they love you, they gonna pray with you. If they love you, they gonna be your account buddy. If they love you, they gonna be right there with you doing your morning routine. If they love you, they gonna be right there in that support group with you. If they love you, they gonna be right there in that coaching session with you. Why? Because I love the way that growth look on you. A person that loves you want to see you operating at your come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. I just want, don't miss your moment. That's note number one, because life gon' life. Come on, double tap on my screen. Don't miss your moment, because life gon' life, baby. Life gon' life, whether you want it to or not. That's gonna always be something. It's not a problem when you got the ups and downs. The ups and downs is when you conditioning in that moment. The ups and downs, they're gonna come. That's what's gonna keep you on your toes. That's what's gonna keep you in the game. See, you'll look at that situation. If they still got that broken type of thinking, you're gonna look at it and say, I ain't never had so much stuff coming at me at one time. I ain't never had to deal with so much at one time. I ain't never been going through so much at one time. I ain't never dealt with so much pain at one time. And guess what? You ain't never prayed the way you praying now. You ain't never fasted the way that you fasting now. You ain't never read the way that you reading now. You ain't never did some of the things that you've been doing right now, centering yourself, going before God. Yeah, you got to understand that can't have more of one without having more of the other. You might not have been in this much pain, but you ain't been in this much prayer either. Understand that. So every single day, you got to understand that it's about the way that you look at things. Understand that it's the way that you view that situation every single time. Double tap on my screen. Note number one is don't miss your moment. You can't afford to miss your moment. Yeah. Note number two is that you got to seize it. What you say, coach? I said, you got to seize it. Don't miss your moment. Note number one is don't miss your moment being distracted, because life is going to life. Number two is that you got to seize that moment. You got to seize it. What you mean by that, coach? You got to own that. You got to own it. You got to own that. You got to protect that. You got to be selective with that. You got to understand that there's going to be some things that you're going to go into in life when you enter into that situation, when you enter into that place of your life. You owe it to protect it. I got to protect this right here. Come on, double tap. We protect everything that's valuable, right? Come on, let's be real. Friends say, ouch, let's just be real about it. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some badges up top. What'd you say, coach? I said we protect everything that we view as valuable, right? Yeah, we protect everything that we see as valuable, right? That's what we do. If we see it as valuable, we put locks on it. We put chains on it, right? Everything that we look at and we feel like that's a valuable thing, we close the door on it. We put the bolt lock on it. We put the combination lock on it. Anything that we look at as valuable, we lock it in a vault. Anything that we see as valuable, we make sure that it's hidden. We put it to where we think that nobody can find it. We try to put it up under the mattress if we old school. We put it inside the sock if we old school. We put it inside of that old shoebox if we old school and slide it up under that bed. Hello, somebody. Anything that you look at as valuable, you protect, you guard it. That's the same thing that you got to do with this here moment that we're operating in right now. We're in a place in life where you got to become passionate over yourself, so passionate that you understand that, I got to protect this right here. This moment that I'm living in, this person that I'm creating, the way that I'm moving, the things that I'm doing in my life, how I'm operating, I got to protect this. Because everybody, I just want to be real. Because I got to say it though. I just want to be real. Double tap on my screen because I just want to be real. I just want to be real. I got to protect this moment. I got to guard this moment. I got to protect this moment. I got to guard this moment. Understand that, because why you say that, coach? Why you saying it that way? Because I want you to understand that it's going to be some folks that's not going to be excited about your moment. Come on, talk to me nice. It's going to be some folks that's not going to be excited about your moment. You're going to have some folks in your life. They're not going to be pleased with the fact that you have in this moment. They're going to be upset. They're going to be threatened by the fact that you're having this moment. It's going to be some people in your life that you love more than anything, and you're ready to share this moment with. You thinking that this, I thought you just wanted this for me. I thought you wanted to see me this happy. I thought you wanted me to have this kind of joy. I thought you wanted me to have this type of success. I thought you wanted that door to open for me. I thought you wanted me to get that new whip. I thought you wanted me to have that new car. I thought these are the things that you wanted for me. And the moment that your moment comes, you're going to see that the very person that you thought that was going to share that moment with you, that was going to celebrate that moment with you, that was ready for you to have that moment, you're going to find out that that person right there will not be able to partake with you in that moment. And you got to be locked in enough to go to note number one and not be distracted by the fact that you got to turn them loose. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's be real. Yeah. I thought you was going to go with me, but I got to turn you loose. I thought that this is what you wanted from me, but I got to turn you loose. I thought that, that we was on the same page, but now I got to turn you loose. Because see, I thought, I got to turn you loose. Because see, now I see that, you was the hater all along. I thought you wanted this for me. And now that I'm in my moment, that I'm celebrating myself, that I'm taking care of myself, that I'm making myself a priority in my life. Now you see that I'm picking me over everything and everybody. Now all of a sudden it becomes an issue because you are not able to control me the way that you used to. You don't have the benefits of me the way that you used to. Now you don't have me under your thumb like how you used to. See, you were good with me and you celebrated me when I had I came on live yesterday and told y'all. Yup, Facebook and TikTok. I was on live yesterday. Come on. As long as I was giving the lip service, I made it sound good. You was okay because you ain't finna do none of that. Yeah, you talk a good game, but you ain't finna do none of that. You always talking about what you gonna do, but you ain't finna do none of that. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It sound good. Yeah. Because see, all you doing is talking. They take none of what you're saying seriously because you all talk. You've been saying that you're going to leave. You've been saying that you're going to detach. You've been saying that you're going to walk away. You've been saying that you're going to file for that divorce. You've been saying that you're going to break up. You've been saying that you're going to move out. You've been saying that you're going to get coaching. You've been saying that you're going to get therapy. You've been saying that you're going to get into the rooms. You're going to get into the empowerment spaces, into the, the inspiration and motivational spaces. You've been saying that you're going to do all these works. You've been saying that I'm going to get in the gym and I'm going to get fit. I'm going to make sure that I'm balanced. You've been saying all of this. And as long as you just saying it, nobody has a problem because you're just saying it. It don't become a problem until you start doing the things that you're saying. Now you got a problem with me. Now you got a problem with me. Yeah, I got a problem with you because now you holding me accountable. I was cool with the tea until I got in the cup. Hello, yeah, okay, well, keep going. Y'all say let it go. Let it go. Can I go there? If I can go there, just put go there. If I can go there, I just want but if y'all want me to leave it alone, I'll leave it alone. But if you want me to go there, just say go there. If you want me to go there, then I'm gonna go there. But if y'all say leave it alone, I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna go head on to my note. But it's just where it's at. It's just where it's at. See, everybody's cool with it. Everybody's cool with the tea until they end up in the cup. Hello, somebody. What you say, coach? Write it in your notes. Everybody cool with the tea until they are in the cup. See, as long as it's about other folk, as long as you're pointing the finger at other folk, as long as you're holding other folk accountable, as long as you're looking at other folk and you're not looking at them, oh, they cool with it. They celebrating with you. They dancing with you. It's all up from there. Let them tell it. But the moment you got to turn around and you got to hold them accountable, the moment that you have to hold them responsible, the moment that you got to make them stand on whatever it is that they're saying, they're doing, and how they're moving, then all of a sudden they don't want tea no more. Oh, now you want Kool-Aid. Oh, now you want lemonade. Oh, you want a good old Alan Palmer. You don't want no more tea. The tea is good tea as long as you ain't in the cup. And the moment that I get on you, then now it's a problem. Now I'm rude. Now I'm doing too much. Now I'm requiring too much. Now it don't take all that. But then when I'm talking to other folk, then you all on board. Oh, no, you got to understand that 2024, just like all the years before that, you got to understand that your boundaries got to be consistent and they got to be fair all the way across the board. When I say I ain't letting nobody talk to me crazy, that go for everybody. When I say you ain't walking in and out my life, that go for everybody. If I say that you're not mishandling me, that go for everybody. When I say that I will not be used and abused, that means from everybody. You will not play me and won't play with me all 2024 and beyond. Understand that, poof, I will get up out of your life just like that. Skinny minute, blink of an eye, I will abort this here mission. Do not play with me. I'm in my moment. I'm seizing my moment. I'm moving forward. I refuse to be distracted by anything or anybody. That's including the folk that I gotta let go. That's just a fact. That's just a fact. I'm waiting on y'all. That's just a fact. Yep, that's just a fact. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah, including the people that I gotta let go. I'm gonna have to turn you loose. That's just where it's gonna be at. Want me to tell you why? Because see, that be the hardest struggle. That's the reason why listeners know. Because that right there, that be the hardest struggle. The hardest struggle is turning them loose. The hardest part of what we go through in life is the fact that we hold on to people longer than what we should have. We hold on to situations longer than what we should have. We mourn and we cry and we soak and we whine and we go over and over and over with these same things for longer than what we have right now. You got somebody right now that's on my chat that went through something 40 years ago, and that's still their same hang up right now today. You got somebody that went through something 20 some odd years ago, and that's still the same hang up that they got right now today. They still carrying that same trauma. They still carrying that same broken heart. They still carrying that same pain. They still showing up every single day, and their reason for why they can't be who they know that they need to be is because of that pain. Reason why they're not as happy as they know that they can be is because of that pain. It's because of that trauma. I want to drop my third note, but I'm waiting on y'all to get to 200K. Y'all at 176. Double tap on the screen real quick, TikTok. Double tap on that screen. Thank you, Shay Shay. Send me some love. Let me get 3 badges, IG. Double tap on the screen. Send me some love. Let's just be real about it. I want to go to note number 3. I need for y'all to go ahead, bless me up. I'm going to note number 3. That's what I'm going to do. A lot of times what we do is just that. Right? We get caught up in the pain. We get caught up in the betrayal. We get caught up in the letdowns. We so much so that we carry that same hurt from year after year after year. And we got people that surround us that make it okay for you. I understand why you hurt. I understand why you down bad. Girl, if I was you, I'd be crying like that too. Girl, if I was you, I'd be like that too. I understand, honey. Yeah, I get it. I know why you hurt. I know why you down bad. I know. Girl, I get it. Well, oh yeah, they make every excuse in the world for why you down bad. And they okay with you being down bad. Why? Because as long as you down bad, it sound good. It sound like they care about you, right? It sound like they really concerned about you, right? Watch me flip this real quick. It sound like they really concerned about you. It sound like they really on your side. It sound like they really care about your well-being. But them same folks over there that's telling you that it's okay for you to not be okay, that it's okay for you to be down bad, that they understand your pain, they understand your trauma, they understand why you behave in the way that you behave. If you step back and step away, then eventually you're going to see that the only reason why they're okay with you being down bad the way that you are, the only reason why they're okay with you not knowing your worth, the only reason why they're okay with you not knowing if you're coming or going is because as long as you're not okay, then they can have their way with you. Yeah, because they know all your weakness. They know all your weakness. You done sat over there and told them the blueprint to you, baby. They know exactly what to say, exactly what to do. Yeah, they want you to stay just like that. Y'all trauma bonded like all get out. They know exactly what to say, exactly what to do. Why? Because as long as you down bad, I ain't never got to worry about you leaving me. As long as you down bad, I can walk you like a complete dog. As long as you down bad, I can say what I want to say, do what I want to do, move how I want to move. And guess what? You're going to be right here waiting on me. You're going to be right here with a face full of tears. You're going to be right here. Why? Because you ain't got no self-esteem. Why? Because you're gullible. Why? Because you're weak-minded. Why? Because you don't have that type of backbone. Why? Because you don't have that type of power to stand up against me. You feel like you need me. You need my validation. You need my services. So what they do is keep you codependent on them. Hello, somebody. And you thinking that, oh yeah, they love me so much. No, a person that love you, a person that supports you, a person that want to see you living up to your fullest potential is going to tell you to get up. A person that love you, a person that want to see you operate operating as your best self is going to tell you it's time for you to shake that off. A person that love you, a person that respect you, a person that want to see you operating at your fullest, they're going to tell you, baby, it's time to heal. I get it. I understand. I'm not being insensitive, but you can't continue to carry that weight right there. You're going to have to let that there go. Want me to tell you what happened? Note number 3 is this right here. When you're caught up in the distractions and your moment is right there, you're going to miss your moment because you're going to be over there. Note number 3 is struggling when you ain't even got to. I know that hurt somebody's feelings so bad. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me shift. I had to turn around a little bit. I had to turn around a little bit. Note number 3 is, baby, them distractions gonna have you over there. Yeah, you struggling and you ain't even got to. Look at, I see it in the comment section. Y'all ain't playing on TikTok, man. Y'all ain't playing. Y'all are already at 221K. Double tap on the screen. Let's go. We gonna get that 600. We gonna get that 600K for sure, man. Double tap on the screen. What you say? Note number 3 is that it'll have you over there struggling when you ain't even got to. Hello, somebody. And the sad part about it is you won't even know that. You won't know that. You won't even know that that's what you're doing. You won't even know that you're damaging yourself that way. You won't even know what's happening in your life in that moment. And the reason why you don't know it is because you're so distracted. The reason why you don't know it is because your mind is focused on the pain. It's focused on what it is that you're going through. That's the reason why you don't know it. And then you have people that surround you that's catering to that negative feeling. You got people that's around you that's making it okay for you to feel the way that you're feeling. You got to understand that when you over there and you have that distracted type of mindset, it will have you struggling when you don't even have to. And the only way to break out of that cycle is for you to do what? You got to refocus. I put them through a whole training class, 30 days, right? Inside the Patreon. And it was called what? Focusing on refocusing. You won't know the damage that you're doing to yourself until you start focusing on yourself. Now, don't you let that go over your head. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to say it again. Don't let that miss you. You won't know the damage that you're doing to yourself until you start refocusing. You don't know that you overplaying your part if you've always been overplaying your part. You don't know that you've been operating like a person with low self-esteem if you ain't never checked your self-esteem levels. You don't know if your confidence is broken until you go and check your confidence. You don't know your worth until you go and check your worth. What you saying, coach? Assess and adjust. You can't make adjustments until you make assessments. You got to go check it out. And the only way that you can check it out is if you go back and refocus. If you go sit yourself down and do a self-evaluation. That's the only way you're going to get to know it. Y'all think we make mental health vision boards just to make the vision boards? No, it's a self-assessment. You think we sit down there and I tell people to go through that uncomfortable state where you pulling apart yourself and seeing what it is that you're doing that's breaking your heart, how you contributing to your own suffering, how are you damaging yourself? You think you put somebody through that type of class, you put them through all of that where you know that it's going to increase anxiety, you know that's going to make them get to the point where they in tears and I don't know if I want to finish this, coach, because this ain't it. You think you're going to put somebody through that like that if it's not going to be beneficial to their growth and development? I know that it's going to be uncomfortable for you. I know that it's going to be challenging for you. I know that it's going to pull some things out of you. I know that it's going to frustrate you. That's what it's supposed to do. I know that it's going to be an inconvenience to you because I'm grown, coach, and you got me doing arts and crafts. I got some other stuff that I could be doing, but I need you to focus on you for a minute. I need you to lock in. Come on. Because when you're distracted, you find yourself struggling longer than what you have to. You didn't carry that pain for 20 years. You've been talking about that same old man that cheated on you for 20 years. You didn't talk about the same woman who went out and cheated and came back pregnant for 20 years. You've been hung up on what happened to you in your yesteryears and that one time at band camp story and how you were bullied through school. You didn't carry that all of these years. When are you going to turn it loose? When are you going to let it go? When are you going to show up different? When are you going to use that to build on instead of making it a part of your personality? You're carrying that trauma from 1 year to the next year, to the next year, to the next year. You're struggling longer than what you got to. Turn it loose. Because holding on to it ain't going to fix you. What'd you say, coach? Because holding on to it ain't going to fix you. You think that you holding on to that pain going to fix you? It ain't. It's eating away at you. And it's destroying every relationship that you have with everybody that's around you. You're bleeding all over folk. You're damaging folk. You're running off folk that God sent to bless you because you are not taking the time to heal. Understand that you're struggling because of your own choice, your own decision making. You have got to get to a place in your life where you understand that it's okay for you to let it go. It was an unfortunate situation. I get that. You didn't deserve it. I get that. It was painful. I get that. You lost some folk. I get that. But when are you going to let it go so that you can heal? When are you going to let it go so that you can fully develop? You let it tear up your 20s. You're going to let it destroy your 30s too? It tore up your childhood. You going to ruin your adolescence? It destroyed all that, and now here you are in your 40s, and it's time for you to start living. It's time for you to start setting yourself up to really be able to relax and enjoy life. You're gonna let it destroy you in that phase too. You're gonna you just gonna keep carrying it over and over and over, and you ain't got no reason. Yeah, I just want to know. So you got all, you just cool with it. You just cool with the pain. You just cool with just dragging it right along and just making it a part of. This is why I showed up because somebody did something to me years and years ago, and this is just what I'm going. Yeah, that's gonna be your excuse for the rest of your life. That's how you're going to operate for the rest of your life? Because I'm about to go to note number 4. I'm about to go to note number 4 right now. I just need to understand that. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Because I want you to understand that you won't be able to seize your moment with that type of thinking. What we're talking about this day, we're talking about seizing our moment. We're talking about taking our moment. We're talking about activating ourselves. We're talking about locking in and making this the best year ever. We're talking about going extreme in our life. We're talking about making sure that if we don't have nothing else, we're at peace here. Like I told him this morning on Walk in Worship, baby, I got rich character. That's a fact. That's just that. Oh yeah, I want you to understand. Yeah, baby, my prayer life is overflowing. My fasting life is overflowing. My emotional state is overflowing. You know what I'm saying? I'm spiritually healthy. I'm emotionally healthy. I'm physically in my right, baby. I want you. My core self is operating. Oh, it's an abundance over here. It's an abundance over here. My character. Yeah. You can press me and I'ma still be the same. Hello, double tap on the screen. What you say? You can press me and I'ma still be the same. But I gotta wait. I gotta wait before I get there. And I ain't gonna let y'all rush me there. I'm gonna wait before I get there. Oh, baby, yeah. You can press me and I'm still the same. Understand that you can press me and you still gonna get the same version of me. I've already made up my mind who I was gonna be before the pain came. I made up my mind who I was gonna be, what I was gonna be, and how I was gonna show up before the hardship even came. Understand that before I even got to that level in my life, I already know that what God is good. I already know that He controls the outcome. I already know that He gonna supply all of my needs. I already know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that if I allow Him to lead and I follow Him and what He got going on, ain't no weapon that's gonna be formed. It ain't gonna prosper against me. Ain't no ditch that nobody gonna dig that I'm gonna be over there dwelling in. I know that He got an edge of protection all around me. That's right. So I don't fear no evil. But understand that I'm good over here. You can press me and you still gonna get the same exact version of me. You can try to expose me, slander me, discredit me, say that I'm not who I know that I am, and you still gonna get the same version of me. Because when you know who you are, you also know who you not. And I don't have to go outside my way to try to prove who I am to nobody. I ain't gotta go outside my way. I ain't gotta overgive. I ain't gotta overdo nothing. I can just show up like me. Yeah, watch it shift. Yeah. Room shifter, baby. A room shifter, a room shifter. It's gonna shift. It's gonna shift because I'm not coming in like everybody else. I'm okay with standing out. It's gonna shift. It's gonna shift because I'm not one of them. Hello, I'm not one of them. I ain't one of them. So we ain't gonna operate the same. I'm not one of them. So I'm not coming in the same. I'm not one of them. So I'm not gonna speak the same. I'm not one of them. So I'm not gonna react the same. I'm not one of them. You gotta understand. Sometimes you gotta look at folk directly in their face and just, baby, I'm not one of them. Yeah, I know what the world say about it, but I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me real quick. If you're not one of them, just drop it in the chat real quick, baby. I'm just not one of them. I understand what you're saying, and I know that you want me to be down bad and crying. I know that you're saying that, oh yeah, I done been through so much, and I need to be over there, and I need to be doing this and doing that. But baby, I'm not one of them. I'm not bowing my head and walking around like no coward. I'm not walking around whispering to folk. I'm not avoiding no elephant in the room. I'm not giving myself no excuse, no reason to be down bad. I'm not giving myself no excuse, no reason to walk around with a face full of tears. I'm not giving myself permission to sit and soak in pity, to sink over there in self-doubt. I'm not giving myself that type of permission. I know what I experienced was horrible. I know what I went through was horrible. I know what I had to deal with, and it was horrible. But I refuse to give the enemy that type of joy, that type of satisfaction of seeing me sit and soak and suffer. The devil is a lie. I'm up now. Understand that if you give him that power, you're going to struggle longer than what you got to. I ain't struggling longer than I got to. Understand that. I'm not. Note number four. Y'all ready for it? We ready. Yeah. I'm not struggling longer than I got to, baby. I will turn it loose. Hello, somebody. I will turn you loose right there where you stand. Soon as the vibration ain't right, I turn you loose. Soon as I see you inconsistent, turn you loose. As soon as I see that you a liar, turn you loose. Soon as I see that you cheat, I'ma turn you loose. Soon as I see that you're inconsistent in any kind of way, turn you loose. As soon as I see that it's all smoke and mirrors, turn you loose. I will turn you loose. Don't play with me. Understand that I will turn you loose. Why? Because I refuse. Note number 4 is I refuse to turn a stage into a state. I'm gonna wait on y'all because somebody caught that in the worst way. When you get back from down your hall running, come back and write that down. Come back and write that down. When you get back, I got you. Come on back. When you come back, I got you right here. Yeah, don't worry what you say, coach. I can't turn a bad stage of my life into my state of life. I can't turn a bad stage of life into my state of life. I can't take that trauma and make it my truth. I can't take that trauma and that pain and turn it into my personality. I can't show up broken and thinking broken. And because if I do that, then I'm going to continue to produce broken. I'm going to continue to produce discord. I'm going to continue to produce the same thing that my mind and my heart is fixed on. So I can't turn a bad stage of my life into my state of life, my state of being. I refuse to do that. I got to shed that. I got to get that up. I got to get that up off of me. No, call it what you want, but I gotta get that. I gotta get that up off of me. I gotta get that up off of me. I don't care what nobody. I gotta get that up off of me, baby. I ain't gonna be able to do it. You're gonna have to get somebody else. You're gonna have to get somebody else to do it because it ain't gonna be me. I can't turn a horrible stage of my life into my state of life. I can't continue to live in that dark hole. I can't continue to live in that dark pit. I'm not gonna create no type of skills, coping skills to deal with a dysfunctional life because I decide that I'm going to sit in that environment, because I'm going to sit in that relationship, because I'm going to sit in that family ship, or because I'm going to sit in that friendship, or I'm going to sit in that job ship. I'm not developing coping skills to deal with other people's dysfunctional behavior. I'm not doing that. I'm going to exit expeditiously. I'm going to cut ties with you expeditiously. I'm going to feed you with the long handle spoon, and I'm going to do it expeditiously because I cannot allow you to cause me to miss my moment. I can't allow you to distract me from my moment. I can't allow you to pull me up out of my moment. I can't allow you to trick me up out of my moment. It's my moment. I gotta seize it. It's my moment. I gotta seize it. And if you feel offended by that, then yeah, we need to reevaluate our friendship. Yeah, we gotta reevaluate our relationship. If you feel offended by the fact that I gotta seize my moment, if you feel offended by the fact that I'm focusing on myself and my development and that I owe this to myself, if this is a problem for you, if this is an issue for you, if you feel a way about this, then this might not be for me. Understand that, right? Because I need to be surrounded by people that want to see me do well. I want to be surrounded by people that want to pour into me. I want to be surrounded by people that don't mind knowing that, I might have some time to myself. I want to deal with myself. I want to sit with myself for a moment. I don't want to have to deal with no arguing with you because I decided that I want to love on me. I don't want to have to deal with your face being balled up and you being in your feelings because I decided that I want to work on me. I don't want to have to deal with that negative energy that's oozing up off of you because I decided that I want to take me an extra hour in the gym because I'm over there dealing with me. I only want to be connected to folk that want to see me win. That's it. You can win with me or watch me win, baby, but the choice is going to be yours. That's a fact right there. Note number 1 was don't miss your moment. Note number 4 was don't miss your moment. Note number 2 was that you got to seize your season. Note number 3 was don't get distracted because it'll have you struggling longer than what you have to. And note number 4 was don't turn that stage into your state. That's a stage of life. This is a phase, a part that I'm going through right now. I need for you to understand this ain't my state. This ain't my state right here. I'm just passing through this situation. This right here too shall pass. This too shall pass, baby. This will be over soon. Understand that. This gonna be over soon. Now, yeah, I'm gonna go through what I gotta go through. I'm gonna cry like I gotta cry. I'm gonna go through whatever I gotta go through. But baby, when I tell you I'm getting up out of this, when I tell you I'm moving forward from this, when I tell you that one foot in front of the other. What's going on, yo, Boogie? I need for you to understand, one foot in front of the other. I'm pressing on. One foot in front of the other. I'm going to get right on through. I'm not staying in no environment. Why? Because I already know who controls the outcome. So I can't get distracted. I know who controls the outcome. So I'm not getting sad. I'm not getting depressed. I'm not getting stressed out. I'm not claiming any of those things over my life when I know that God is in control over all. Understand that you can press me and you still going to get the same person. You can press me and you still gonna get the same individual. And that's how it is when you're relying on God. That's how it is when you're locked in with God. That's how it is when you know who is the head of your life. That's what you gotta do. What you're trying to tell us, coach, I'm trying to tell you is that you can't want to be saved but don't want to be led. That's note number 5. I'm waiting on y'all. Don't get mad at me, church people, because I did my motivational speaking. I'm into my mini sermon. This is my mini sermon. Come on, church folks. Come on, church folks. Go ahead, tag sister. Go ahead, bring in the deaconess and the deacons. We going here. Yeah, y'all know I do my motivation at the beginning and then I get my mini sermon at the end, baby. I lock it with the word, baby. I seal it with the word. Go ahead. I'm about to go here because this is just where we got to go. Bring in the deaconess, baby. Go ahead and tell them. I know first Sunday was yesterday, but this is the internet communion. We serving communion around here today, baby. Yeah, come on, double tap on the screen. We're going to have to, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it real quick. Because see, don't get mad at me. This is just what I do. Go ahead. Friend say choir break. That's right, friend. We on a small intermission. We got the choir gonna bring us a selection while y'all double tap and go ahead and bring in your best friends. Go ahead, go get them from back in the back. They over there helping the lady out with children church. Go bring them on in. Tell them she about to get started real quick. We on a choir break. This is our cyber communion. Cyber communion real quick. Go ahead. Your sister, go back there and tell them that we ready to get started. Go ahead, deaconess. Go ahead and pull out the white stuff that we need for communion. Cyber communion is about to go down. Double tap on the screen real quick. Double tap on that screen. Note number 5 is you can't want to be saved but don't want to be led. Note number 5 is you can't want to be saved but then don't want to be led. And that be the problem right there. Everybody want to have a saved life. Everybody want to be saved but don't nobody want to be led. Don't nobody want to follow the instructions of Christ. Don't nobody want to do the things that they need to be doing to be able to live up to that life. You want to be saved. You want to scream that you save on every single platform. You want to scream that you holy on every platform. You want to get on everybody's timeline and you want to post all the most inspirational posts in the world. But as soon as something come in your life, as soon as a hardship come, as soon as a trial comes, as soon as something happen that goes against what you were setting up for, then all of a sudden there you go wallowing in it. There you go crying. There you go throwing away everything, baby. You can't want to be saved, but then don't want to be led. If you was being led, then you would know what? I ain't got to cry. I ain't got to waddle. I ain't got to be depressed. I ain't got to be stressed out. You can press me and I'ma still show up the same. You still gonna get the same version of me, whether I'm going through hell and high water in my life or everything is going good. My prayer life gonna still be on 10. My fasting life still gonna be on 10. I'm still showing up to support. I'm still showing up to mental health. I'm still gonna making positive deposits in my life. Whether everything is going good or everything is going bad, you can press me and I'ma still show up the same. That's a fact. But you want to be saved, but you don't want to be led. You don't want to follow instructions. Tell you to go do one thing, you don't want to do that because it's going to be challenging. You don't want to do that because that's going to be uncomfortable. You don't want to do that because that's going to mean you got to go against some protocol. You don't want to do that because you're going to have to go against the grain. You don't want to do that because that's going to mean that you're going to have to tell your great-great-granny no. That means that you're going to have to stand up to your mama. Understand that means that you're going to have to cut ties with your bestie. It's some things that you don't want to follow through with because of the connection that you have with other people. So you're more committed to these people than you are to your relationship with God. Come on now. What'd you say, Coach? I said some of y'all won't live the life that you're supposed to live because you want to be saved but don't want to be led. So when he's showing you that these people ain't for you, when he's showing you that these people are not here to support you, that these people don't mean you no good, and sometimes it's the very people that share blood with you, and sometimes it's the people that you played in the sandbox with, sometimes it's the people that you went through grade school with, it's the same folk that you done bent over backwards with, the same folk that you done laid next to in bed, the same folk that you done went from hell to jail with. Sometimes those are the people that are preventing you from being able to live up to your fullest potential, preventing you from being able to elevate in life, preventing you from having joy and having peace in your life. And he's showing you over and over and over again that you got to turn them loose, but you're more loyal to them than you are to the relationship that you have with God. You want to be saved, but you don't want to be led. That's note number 5. You want to be saved, but you don't want to be led. I'm just saying that you more, your loyalty lie right there. Your loyalty lie right there. If they get mad, you get moved. They get mad, you get moved. Understand that, you respond to the adult temper tantrums. You allow their moods to manipulate you. If they don't call you, they don't text you, you allow that to upset you. If they don't call, they don't text, they don't interact with you, you allow that to ruin your whole entire day. You feel like you so off balance. You so entangled with how other people feel, what other people think, and making it make sense to other people and making other people be on board with what you got going on. And you got to understand that it ain't your job to make them understand. It ain't your job to make it make sense to them. It ain't your job to make sure that they're able to receive certain things. Your job is to communicate what's needed to be communicated and move right on about your business. Those that get it, gon' get it. And those that don't get it, you have to leave them behind. Why? Because the Bible says that some are going to accept and some are going to reject. And when they do reject it, what you're supposed to do, dust the dust up off your feet. You're not supposed to get distracted by the rejection. You're not supposed to get distracted by the no's. You're not supposed to get distracted by the people that saying, well, I just don't see it that way, and I just don't feel that way, and I just think that you're doing too much, and I just don't think what you can let them think what they think. Your job is to dust it off of your feet and keep right on moving about your business. That's what your job is. But you get distracted because you're trying to make it make sense to somebody that's already committed to not understanding you. You're trying to make it make sense to somebody that have already made up in their mind that you are wrong about the situation. You're trying to make it make sense to somebody that's already committed to the way that they think, the way that they feel, and they're going to stand on it, and you got to leave them right there where they stand. Can't miss my moment over there playing around with you. You want to be saved. You don't want to be led. You don't want to follow instructions. Because sometimes the instructions ain't what you want them to be. Come on now. Come on now. You want to be saved, but you don't want to be led because you don't want to have to follow the instructions. And the reason why you don't want to follow the instructions is sometimes the instructions ain't what you want them to be. Sometimes them instructions, yeah, I didn't know you was going to say that I had to cut ties with them. I didn't know your instructions was going to say that I had to get a divorce. I didn't know that your instructions was going to say that I have to separate myself. I didn't know your instructions was going to say this. Hold up now. Wait a minute. That's what you want me to do? You got to understand that where much is given, much is required. This, you want this or you don't. You in love with what's hurting you. Y'all don't, y'all don't. Good morning, Divine. Yeah, Coach, wait a minute. We don't want you to talk about that because you talking about boo-boos and bun-buns, and this is my bae over here. They are above everything. How dare you? I know you ain't talking about my bae, and I know my bae ain't perfect, but, we be having some good days, and they don't be meaning what they been and said, and they just be saying that because they mad. And, Coach, I don't need you to do that right now because they laying next to me, and if I turn this phone up, then they going to really be mad at me, and they going to be saying, you listening to that girl again. You got that girl on there, and all she want to do is break us up, and all she want to do is not see you happy. She angry in her own life. Don't let her put that over here on us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I get it, but I'm too far out here, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and hurt your feelings. I'm too far out here, so yeah, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do. I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry real quick, but I'm gonna have to do it. The thing about it is you're holding on to what's hurting you. You're holding on to what's damaging you. You're holding on to what's keeping you in that stuck, stagnant state. You didn't have that same conversation with them over and over again. You like a hamster on the treadmill at this point. You didn't say it so much that you could say it verbatim. You didn't went through everything that you could do. You didn't exhausted every possibility of trying to make that relationship work. And guess what? They understand exactly what it is that you're saying. They understand exactly why you feel the way that you feel. They understand. They are not slow in no type of way, shape, or form. That's the reason why every time you on your way out, all of a sudden they can act right. Every single time that you somewhat put your foot down, then all of a sudden that they can act right. When they start to see that you kind of sort of moving away, then all of a sudden they can text, they can call, they can interact, they can do all of that because now they feeling that feeling of loss. Understand that if they can respond in that way at that moment, they could have responded before. They chose not to love you the way that you wanted to be loved. They chose not to show up for you. They chose not to pour into you. They're choosing to disrespect you. They're choosing to walk you like a dog. They're choosing to cheat on you. They're choosing to lie to you. And guess what? They know for a fact that they got you wrapped around their finger, that your heart is in their pocket, and they continue to do so because they feel like you're never going to leave. You're never going to detach. You hear the word, you understand the word, but guess what? You are not a doer of the word. What are you saying? You want to be saved, but don't want to be led. In order for you to be led, you have got to become a doer. You got to become a doer. You gotta become a doer. You gotta become a person that is willing to follow instructions. You gotta be willing to follow all the way through with what it is that you're going through. You gotta be willing to follow all the way through with what it is that you got going on in your life. It's important that you follow instructions and not operate out of your emotions. It's important, you can write that down, that you follow instructions and not operate out of your emotions, because operating out of your emotions is going to cost you every single time. Might cost you a little, might cost you a lot, but it's guaranteed that operating out of your emotions is going to cost you. And that's the reason why a lot of us overstay our welcome and we struggle longer than what we have to. A lot of times operating out of the emotion is number one is what? That's how we miss our moments. Yeah, that's right. Understand that operating out of our emotions is the reason why most of us can't seize our season. Operating out of our emotions is what keeps us in those situations where we'll turn a stage of our life into our state of life. I'm just going through the notes so that you can see how it all ties in. Some folk want to be saved but don't want to be led, and they don't want to be led because being led is going to require them to do what? Follow instructions, and sometimes the instructions are not what they want them to be. They don't want to have to turn loose people that they love. They don't want to have to distance themselves from those friends. They don't want to have to cut ties from those narcissistic, toxic individuals because I love them. Cause I love them, Coach, and but it's important for you to follow instructions. I got a question for you. Ready for the question? Get ready to highlight it, my mods. Y'all ready? What's the cause of your caution? What's the cause? What's the cause of your caution? What's the cause of your caution? See, sometimes we miss our moment because we're moving too cautiously. right? We missing our moment because we're moving too cautiously. What's the cause of your caution? The reason why you're slow at making decisions that you need to make to move away from certain type of people is because you're moving with caution based on your past trauma, based on the things that you've gone through in life. Again, you'll show up in life like that brokenness that you experience. So you'll get to places where it's time for you to live your best self, and you will start questioning it. You will get that open door and start questioning it. You will see the people coming to support and to pour into you, but then you will start questioning it, and you will start slow moving out of caution because of your what? Your trauma. Friends say big facts. What's the cause of your caution? I want you to take the opportunity today as you're working with yourself, and I want you to write down what's the cause of your caution. The homework assignment is because I want you to start operating intentionally, marking through those things, letting that go. I want you to hold yourself accountable for your own healing. I want you to hold yourself accountable for taking these notes and applying these notes to your life, because you can't just want a better life. You got to be willing to create the better life that you want. Understand that. You can't just want a better life. You got to be willing to do the work to be able to create the life that you want. You got to be willing to put forth the effort to create the life that you want. What's the cause of your caution? I want you to jot that down. While y'all jotting it down, I'm waiting on y'all. Double tap on my screen. We at 406K. We at 406K TikTok. Double tap on the screen, y'all. Up top right now, guys, we are at 35 badges, so we need 15 more badges to reach our goal. Double tap on that screen, man. If you're not following my Instagram, make sure you do so. That's Street Poet _1125. The same thing as it is on TikTok. Street Poet _1125. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram. I'm trying to get it to 500K. Right now, I'm at 475. I'm trying to get to 500K. That is definitely my goal. I wanted to get to 5 because it's very hard to build a platform on IG. And I thank God for all of my followers, all of my supporters that's on my IG page. And I say that because I know that IG is really, you have to, it's about looks. You know what I'm saying? It's about outfits. It's about stuff like that. And if you don't have a certain type of look, don't dress a certain type of way, then you don't get that type of support. TikTok is a broader platform where you guys, it's so much easier here to build your platform, and it's so much broader, and I love it here. I came here and we shot to 1 million in no point, and I'm talking about in less than a year I was at 1.1 million, but it's very hard to do it on TikTok, on Instagram, because of the Instagram influencers, the body types, the looks that you have to give. And on Instagram, on TikTok, it's just more receiving. You know what I'm saying? It's just more receiving. I love it. It got its issues too, but I love it when I love it. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not following me on IG, make sure you do so. It's Street Poet _1125. As you're jotting that down for yourself, and the reason why I made that a question that I wanted you to ask yourself is because I think it's important for you to know what it is that you're doing that's damaging your own heart, right? I need for you to know what it is that you're doing that's contributing to the way that you're feeling in your life. If nobody tell you to do a self-check, if nobody tell you to hold yourself accountable, if nobody tell you these things and you don't look at it, then you'll go throughout your whole entire life thinking that you're doing something right when you're not. You'll go through your whole entire life thinking that, oh yeah, well, I'm doing it the right way, and the whole entire time it's not right. Just because that's how you've always done it doesn't mean that that's how it's supposed to be done. In order for you to grow, in order for you to evolve in life, you got to expand your thinking. You got to be dedicated to learning on a regular basis. And it's okay. We're all unlearning things that we thought that we knew. We're all putting ourselves back into that toddler seat and saying, you know what? And note number 6 is this right here. I don't want to go before God, but I don't want to be behind him too far either. Yeah, note number 6. You don't want to be ahead of God, but you don't want to be too far behind him either. Which is, I want to balance. I want to be right there with you. I want to be right there with you. I'm not trying to move ahead of you. I want you to lead my life. I want you to tell me what you want me to do. I want to move how you want me to move. I want to speak what you want me to speak. I want to live the way that you want me to live, a way that is pleasing to you. But I don't want to be too far back there neither, because I already know what's back there. I need me a balance. I need me a balance. I ain't trying to be too far ahead and I ain't trying to be too far back there neither. Understand that. I'm not trying to be too far back there. And the thing about it is, because another thing that we got to understand is that it's important that we stay close with God and we have that in close, intimate relationship, and we're constantly feeding ourselves positivity, because it's a lot of us who our minds have been molded with misinformation. Let's just be real. If we were go, that's a note right there for somebody. That's a red ink pen note. A lot of times what we don't understand is that we're detangling our mind from the misinformation, things that we've been taught over the years. We're detangling our lives and our minds right now from the misinformation, from the stuff that we were being taught back in the day, from broken people, from people that were in survival mode, from people that was just trying to keep their head above water, people that was just trying to make the ends meet, people that was just trying to survive in life. We have got to detangle ourselves and our lives from that misinformation. They would teach you that what? Oh yeah, you got to give. It's better to give than receive. Not understanding that even when you're a giver, you got to have boundaries. They'll tell you to put everybody before you, and that's not right. I can't put everybody before me. If I put everybody before me, then what am I going to do with me? Why do I got to sacrifice myself? Jesus already did that. While I got to put myself on the cross, Jesus already did that. While I got to put myself on the altar, Jesus already did that. He was the ultimate sacrifice. I can give, but I got boundaries. I can take care and provide as long as it's being reciprocated. It's levels to this. It's limits to this. Understand, it's not that it's incorrect, but it's incomplete as all get out. Yeah, come on, let's be real. I can't afford to operate out of my emotions anymore. I can't afford to just be there because I love you when I don't feel the love in return. I can't just sit over here with you and be all invested and you're not. You got to understand. Let's go to Abraham. Say you want to be saved, but you don't want to be led. Let's talk Abraham. Can we talk Abraham? Let's talk Abraham. Let's talk Abraham. Abraham grew up in Pharaoh's house. Let's be real. Come on, let's be real about something real quick, okay? Yeah. Can I go here? I already told y'all this the time now. This my time. Let's talk. I see it. They down here. They say let's talk. Abraham grew up in Moses. Let's talk Moses. I'm sorry. Let's talk Moses. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house, right? Up under Pharaoh. We already know the type of leader that Pharaoh was, right? Very aggressive, very abusive. This is what Pharaoh did, right? This was Pharaoh. This is his teaching. This is what he was doing in that time, right? They wanted to get free from Pharaoh. You got to understand that Moses grew up in this house, up under this teaching. This is what's in him, because children are going to do what? They're going to mirror the environments that they're in. Right? Their children are going to do what? Mirror the environments that they're in. That's the reason why yesterday I told you, be careful of the things that you show your children. Be careful of the things that you expose these children to. You're showing them when you're staying in situations where you're being disrespected, when you're being walked all over, when you're being talked to crazy, and you decide that you're going to stay in that situation, in that relationship, then you're teaching them right now that I can talk to you like that. You don't say nothing to them. I can treat you like that because you don't say nothing to them. I can walk all over you like that because you don't say nothing to them. And if they don't do it to you, there's somebody out there that they're going to go right there into that street and they're going to create that same type of relationship with another person, and they're going to damage that individual because they're thinking that that's how relationships is. You got to know that sometimes you have to remove your child from a situation that is abusive, that is degrading to yourself, because listen, I need for you to know that it's okay for you to walk away and still love them. I want you to know that it's okay for you to detach yourself and still love a person, but you see that they're not pouring into you. You see that they're not good for you. I didn't walk away because I didn't love them. I didn't cut ties because I didn't love them. I didn't break up our family because I didn't love them. I did that because it's not good for me and it's not good for you. It's my job as your parent to put you in healthy environments. It's my job as your parent to be a great example of what human beings are supposed to be: loving and kind and compromising and forgiving and understanding. I need for you to see that so you can live in that, so you can create more of that. Moses grew up in Pharaoh's house. This is what he saw. This is what he dealt with the whole entire time that he was there. So now here we are. We didn't got Moses and he leading the Israel children. He leading them up out of Pharaoh's. He didn't let them go. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to let y'all walk right on through. I'm going to let y'all move right on through and it ain't going to be no problem, right? So here go Moses. Moses is doing what at this point? He's following instructions at this point of his life where they are being blessed, where they are being set free, where they are growing through the Red Sea. Everything is everything. Happy, happy, joy, joy. They are maneuvering through this Red Sea and it's being parted for him. And here he go. He's moving through. It's easy to follow directions when everything is going the way that you want them to go. That's the reason why I put so much emphasis on the fact that when pressure is applied, you still got to show up as the same person. No matter what's going on in your life, good, bad, or indifferent, you should still be reading. You should still be fasting. You should still be praying. You should have that same grit and that same grind, that same passion on good terms or bad terms. At this point where he's being blessed and have everything, here they go moseying on through this Red Sea. The Red Sea been parted for them. They have been shown favor by God. Pharaoh's army tried to come behind them, and as they're coming behind them, what they do? They drown in the Red Sea. So you mean to tell me that you opened it up for us to come through, but the people that tried to follow us, they couldn't come? You drowned them in the Red Sea. That's exactly what I'm saying when you're operating out of favor. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you're doing what you're doing and you're following the instructions, you're going to have some doors that's going to open for you that would not open for other people. You're going to have some opportunities that's going to come to you that wouldn't come to other people. There are going to be some things in your life that you're going to get that's not meant for other people. So what you're trying to tell me with just that passage, I'm trying to tell you that it's going to be some folk that are not going to be able to go. It's going to be some folk that are not going to be able to participate. It's going to be some folk that you're going to have to be willing to allow to drown in that Red Sea. And for those of you that always want to scream, family, 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 let's not forget that Moses was raised by Pharaoh. He was raised in that house. Your mama, your daddy, your sisters and brothers, your granny, your favorite cousins. He had to go against his family, right? He had to go against his family. Not only did he have to go against his family, he had to know his family was drowning in the Red Sea. Not only did he go against his family, my family didn't drown. I can't go back and bury him. My family didn't drown. I can't get them over here to shore and then go back and have the proper service for them. My family didn't drown, and you mean to tell me I can't? Wait a minute, hold on. My family did this, and you mean to tell me that I don't get to go back and have the wake form, the funeral form, the visual form? I can't go release no balloons form. That wait a minute, hold on. You got to understand that if you got a decision that you're gonna have to make. Hello, somebody. I know you probably had nobody break that down, but I want to break it down like that for you. I need for you to understand that there's going to be some places in your life where you're going to have to go, and you're going to have to be comfortable leaving behind some people that you love. You're going to have to be comfortable with walking away from some people in your life because they are not what you think that they are. And in that situation, not only he couldn't afford to operate in his emotions. In that moment, he could not afford to get tangled up into, can I go back? Can I go do? You cannot operate out of your emotions. He had to be about the business of the Father. That's what he had to do. He had to follow instructions. And as long as he was following instructions, the sea was parted for him. You got right over there and you got everything that you wanted. You got everything that you needed right then and there. So now that they done got over there, right? Now that they done got over there, you done struggled all this time. You done took the abuse of Pharaoh. You done went through hell and high water over there with Pharaoh and his army. They didn't work you until they couldn't work you no more. They didn't took advantage of you till they couldn't take advantage of you no more. And I done brought you over here. Now they got something else they want to cry about. Why? Because when you were giving me this, I knew that you were God, and I worship and I beat my tambourine and I celebrated. As long as everything is good, you are locked in. But what are you going to do? How are you going to show up when things are not going the way that you want them to go? What are you going to do? How are you going to show up when the doors are not opening as fast as you want them, when the yeses are not coming as fast as you want them, when the opportunities are not knocking as fast as you want them to? Will you be able to survive the pressure? Are you going to be able to survive the pressure? Because see, sometimes you're going to have to wait it out a little bit. Sometimes you're going to have to wait it out a little bit, baby. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes it ain't going to happen automatically. You might have some time. Remember the woman with the issue of blood? That's 12 years she had to wait with that. Understand that it was everything that went on there, all these, it was always a time period that they had to suffer. Are you going to be able to suffer? Are you going to be able to grind with grace? Understand that. It's going to come a time in your life where everything won't go the way that you wanted to go. And you feel like, boom, I got a hit. 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 Every time I turn around, it's something. Every time I turn around, it's something. Every time I turn around, it's something. And you got to bob and weave all through life. You got to maneuver all the way through what? You got to move all through, navigate all through the chaos, all through the drama and everything that's taking place in your life. You got to continue to push through. You got to grind with grace, trusting and believing. That's right. I ain't going to be too far. I'm not going ahead of you for sure, but I ain't going to be too far behind you neither. I need that close connection. I need that intimate connection. I need to be able to talk to you when I need to. I need to be able to come to you when I need you. I got to have that balance that I need. I need to stay connected to my source at all times. I can't afford to slack off. I can't afford to take breaks. I can't afford to sit over there and take this day. No. I gotta stay up there with you. Because I don't just want to be saved, I want to be led. I'm ready to follow the instructions. So in that situation where he was getting the freedom that he wanted, he followed the instructions. And now y'all out here. And now that y'all out here, you're like, okay, well, man, now they're complaining about something else. Now, well, man, we should have stayed over there. We was going to get over here and we got to starve and we was going to get over here. And now we got to go through this and we don't get over here. And now that's happening because that's how some of us act. As soon as we get out of a situation that is toxic for us, a situation that is draining for us, a situation that's not beneficial to our growth and development, we get free from that situation. And then when we realize that after we got free, that it's going to require us to do some extra work, that we might have to pick up a second job, that we might have to be a little bit more committed than what we've been in the very past. When we understand that it's going to require something different out of us, then all of a sudden we lose interest. And we lose interest real quick. And what we do, we run right back to that same toxic situation. Why? Because it's too hard out there. We run right back to that narcissistic individual. Why? Because at least I know what it is that I'm dealing with when I'm dealing with them. We run right back into that same environment that had us down bad. Why? Because we don't want to work hard. We want to run from the work. We want to run from what it is that we got to do in order for us to be able to maintain. But in order for you to have the life that you want, the life that you really deserve, you got to understand that it's going to require you to put in some work. It's going to require you to put in some effort. How bad do you want that new life? How bad do you want what it is that you want out of life? Now that is amazing. It is 9/11 in some places. Oh, God is amazing. And 11/11 here. God is amazing, man. Angels all over us, baby. Angels is all over us right now. That's wild. I love that. You know what I mean? You got to understand that in that situation all by itself, you got to know that when you come out of one thing, it does not mean that you're not going to have to work in another. You might have had a good season here, but got to work in this one. You might have to work in this one and then have to rest a while in that one. But your time is going to come. But you can't just get saved and then not want to be led. So here they are out here doing this. So God promised them, oh yeah, I'm going to send you to the land that's full of milk and honey. I'm sending you to a land that's full of milk and honey. This is what the promise is. All you got to do is trust. All you got to do is believe. All you got to do is have faith in what it is that I'm telling you. The same God that brought you through the Red Sea, the same one that parted a whole entire sea for you and allowed you to walk through on dry land. The same one that created a way for you out of no way. The same one that when we had these experiences in our life and we don't know how in the world we were able to make it through and we made it. How in the world was I able to find another job just in the nick of time? How in the world were you able to save my life by just one single video coming on my screen? How in the world were you able to get me off that ledge? How in the world were you able to get that phone call? How in the world did that judge mind decide to change and to give me a second chance? What in the world happened in that operating room when I know for a fact that I had coded 2 or 3 times? Why in the world? How in the world did I end up here? A lot of us have opportunities and second chances that we have not even acknowledged. A lot of us us right now are walking, talking, living, breathing miracles, not even supposed to be here right now. He may have not parted the Red Sea, but he changed that judge's mind. He gave that operating doctor the technique, the skill to be able to make sure that he was able to perform that miracle that gave you the second chance at life. When they said you took how many bullets and you still what? Yeah. That was God. That wasn't the doctor, baby. Understand that. And you're still right here. You trusted me in one area, but then get over here and doubt me in another. I brought you through the Red Sea, told you what I was going to give to you, and now you're questioning my credibility. Now you're saying you don't know if I can do it. You're saying that it didn't come when you wanted to come, so now you don't know if it's going to happen, so much so that you send spies to check on me. Hold on, coach, because ain't no way. I told you this is my mini sermon. Now you questioning my credibility. Now you sent spies to go check on me. You sent spies over there to see if the land was really filled with milk and honey. You sent spies over there to see if the grass was really green over there. You sent spies over there to see if what the giants and everything was looking like I wasn't bigger than the giant, like I wasn't in control of all. You sent folk over there to go see what I've already told you that I was going to give to you. So it didn't matter how many giants was over there. It was still going to be yours. It didn't matter who was over there saying what and who was ruling over there. I have the power to shut it all down. So you mean to tell me you're questioning my credibility, the same person that gave you new life, the same person that parted the Red Sea. Now you followed my instructions when you wanted to get away from Pharaoh. You followed my instructions when you wanted to get out of the abusive relationship. You followed my instructions when you was laying in the hospital bed. You followed my instructions when your back was against the wall and the judge was going to give you life. You followed my instructions when you was out there at the wrong place at the wrong time. You followed my instructions and went to calling on my name, went to begging me, went to snotting up on me. You trusted me in that hour, but now you won't trust me in this one? You sent spies to check on me? You want to be saved, but you don't want to be led. Now you, wait, whoa. So you didn't set the spies over there. You got all this going on. I'm going to give them, I tell you what, give them instructions, right? Then gave them instructions. I know they're hungry. I know they need water. I know all of that. So what I'm going to do is I want you to go over there and I want you to speak to that rock. I want you to go over there and speak to it, right? This is the importance of following instructions. A lot of us don't get to the next level in life because we start questioning God's credibility, one, and also because once we get out of certain situations, we've compartmentalized God and we feel like he can only do this in our life or only do that in our life when he's able to do all. Understand? So one is because we compartmentalize. Two is because we start questioning his credibility as far as what he's going to do or not do. Three is our level of faith, our level of trust in him is small. You got to expand that. If you're going to believe, you got to really believe. If you know that this is what he's going to do, this is what he's going to do. And he can do that in any area of your life. Wherever he wants to be, that's what he can be. But he's only going to do what you're going to allow. It's not a will breaking God. So now you didn't send your people over there to go check on. They see that what I told you was real. They see that, they didn't came back and they didn't told you that what I said was real. And you want me to bless you now? Blessed is the people that believe, that trusted without seeing. They didn't have to see it to believe it. That's what they say faith is, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. You got to believe it without seeing it. You got to know that it's going to happen for you without knowing. I don't know how he going to do it. I didn't know the way that he was going to do that. I didn't know how he was going to make that. It just happened. Yeah, you know how God is. He just be doing the impossible. He just be working miracles. He just be working wonders. It's some areas in your life that you just got to trust him to do whatever it is that he's going to do without your interference. That's the note check right there. There's some things in your life that you just simply got to trust God's instructions. Trust what he has told you without your interference. He didn't need Moses to send no spies over there. He didn't need him to go over there and check behind him to see if it was really milk and honey over there, to see what the people was looking like over there, because it did not matter what was over there, because he was already in control over everything that was going to happen anyway. I'm going to give you what I'm going to give you no matter what's over there. I don't care how bad they talk about you. I don't care how bad they slander you. I don't care how bad they discredit you. I don't care how much they say that you don't deserve it. I don't care nothing about the fact that they said that you came from the wrong type of family, from the wrong side of the tracks. I don't care about what mistakes that you've made, what bad decision making that you've been known to do. I don't care how many people you done slept with. I don't care how you done did this, that, and the third, how many of the drugs you done took. I don't care what lifestyle that you done laid. I'm going to do with you what I'm going to do with you, whether them folk over there, whether they like it or not. You think I need their acceptance? You think I need their approval for what I'm going to do in your life? I am God all by myself. I don't have to answer to them. I can take the person that they said was nobody and make them somebody in front of everybody. That's my power. That's what I can do. How dare you question my credibility? How you question me? Like I ain't him. You sent them folk over there, I told you not to. Okay, you're going to pay for that, Moses. But we ain't there yet. You gonna pay for that, baby. You gonna pay for that. You gonna act like, yeah, like I ain't did what I've been doing. Like I ain't showed up like how I've been. You gonna pay for that. But hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Friends say I just got chills. Come on, double tap on my screen. Send me some love up top on IG. Man, double tap on my screen, man. Y'all, we almost at 600K down here on TikTok already. We at 572.5. Double tap on the screen. What you trying to tell me, Coach? I said he sent them over there and he didn't have to. And the reason being is because he felt like he wanted to size up what he was going to be dealing with. He felt like he needed to see what it was that he was going against, not already understanding that it was a fixed fight. It wasn't, you got to understand who you are and who's protecting you at all times. So he give him the instructions to go over there and speak to the rock. He never said touch the rock. He never said hug the rock. He never said pick the rock up and throw it across the place. He never said I want you and your people to go and put the rock here, put the rock there. He said I want you to speak to it. That's all Moses instructions was to do, was to speak. But you have to understand that Moses is going through all type of frustrations right now. What are you telling us, Coach? This is how we behave when we're acting out of our emotions. You got to understand that, number one, Moses was brought up where? In Pharaoh's house. Pharaoh was abusive. Understand that. He ain't mind striking things. He ain't mind hitting things. He ain't mind being that type of person that incorporated that type of a punishment on people. This was the person that Pharaoh was. This is the reason why they wanted to get away from him. This was the reason why they wanted to get up out of that situation. Moses grew up in that house. You got to understand that children mirror their environments. This is what they do. It might not come out at all times. You might not see it at all times. The only time that you're going to see what's in an individual, understand this, the only time that you're going to see what's really in an individual is when some pressure have been applied. When you apply pressure to a person, you will see who they are at their core self. You will make it hard for them to pretend. You will make it hard for them to hide who they really are. The moment that you start holding them accountable, the moment that you start making them take responsibility, the moment that you start shutting them down right there where they at, you make it difficult for them to hide who they are at their core self. When you apply that pressure, what's in them got to come out of them because you're putting the pressure on them. Come on. He listening to them whining and crying and complaining. He listening to everything that's going on around him. So now Moses is frustrated. He wrapped up in his emotions the same way that we get. We get to a place where we're wrapped up in our emotions and we feel like we have to interfere with God's plan. Your job is not to interfere with God's plan. Your job is to follow instructions. You want to be saved, you also got to be willing to be led. If you want to be saved, you also got got to be willing to follow instructions, even when the instructions are not what you always want them to be. You got to be willing to still follow the instructions. Moses get over there, now wrapped up in his feelings, wrapped up in his emotions, wrapped up in his frustration, tired of hearing them complain, tired of hearing them cry. So what do he do? God said, speak. Moses struck the rock. God said, speak to the rock. I want them to see my power. He was acting out of anger. He was acting out of frustration. He was acting out of agitation and annoyance. God said, speak to it. He never said hit it. Following instructions. I need them to see that my words are powerful. I need for them to understand the power of that tongue. I need for them to understand that life and death lies right there. You don't have to physically do anything. Moses, I just want you to speak to it. He struck it. Not once, multiple times. Multiple times. And because he interfered, come on, y'all. Come on, double tap. Let me get some love. I'm about to make it make so much sense. Not only did he interfere when he sent the spies over, you ain't trusting me. You questioning my credibility. I gave you instructions. You didn't follow my instructions. I said speak. You struck it. That's not what I told you to do. I wanted you to speak to it because I wanted to remind them that I'm the same God. The same one that opened the Red Sea to let them pass. The same one that drowned the people that was after them. The same one that showed up then. I'm the same one right now. I got that same power right now. But you struck it. You're going to have to pay for that. The topic that we were talking about today is you got to seize your moment. Note number 1 was don't miss your moment. Moses missed his moment because of disobedience. He missed his moments because of emotions. He missed his moment because he was distracted with people crying, whining, and doing the most around him. He missed his moment because he wanted to please them. He was more concerned with the relationship with them than the relationship with God. So he missed his moment. Say, Coach, well, why you say he missed his moment? The milk and honey was there. What you mean he missed his moment? He struck the rock gave him water. What you mean? Yeah. What you mean, Coach? What you mean? Because he was showed the promised land, but God told him, but you won't taste that milk and honey. You won't enjoy that land that I promised you. Can you imagine going through all the things that you are going through and still not being able to have joy, still not being able to have peace, still not being able to live a life that's full of fulfillment? Can you imagine? At one point or another, I got to be paid for this pain. I ain't go through all of this for nothing. I ain't experienced all this heartache for nothing. I ain't experienced all this turmoil for nothing. Somebody owed me some stuff. At one point or another, you got to understand that you're owed some stuff. I went through all of this. I'm starting to feel like Moses right now. I went through all of this and I got pain and I got hurt and I got betrayal and I got let down and I got this and I got that. And I'm still struggling in life because you're struggling with following instructions. You're struggling with being consistent. You're struggling with making positive deposits in your life. You're struggling with following through with your priorities. You want your milk and honey? You got to get locked in with you. You want your green grass? You got to start watering it. You got to start taking care of it properly. You want growth and development? You got to take notes and apply the notes. You can't just be a hearer. You got to also be a doer. You got to be willing to make sacrifices. How bad do you want the life that you say that you want? Do you want it bad enough to say that, you know what, I got to cut ties with you? That I got to get a new job, that I got to get a new church, that I'm not going to be able to hang out with y'all like I used to? How bad do you want it? Right? That's our topic for today, man. I just want to tell y'all that I love you guys a whole entire lot. Just know that every single day that you wake up, you put 10 toes to the ground. I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for my motivational hour. And if I motivated you, if I lifted your spirits in any type of way, shape, or form, if you don't mind, send me some gifts down here on TikTok. If I motivated you, if I lifted your spirit, if I gave you confirmation in any type of way on IG, do me a favor, send me a badge or two up top on IG. Man, thank you, TikTok. Y'all are almost at 700K right now. I guess y'all gonna run it up. The goal is 600K, and y'all have already surpassed that goal already. Double tap on that screen, man. Send me some love. Send me some love. Thank you, Dessa. How you doing to you? Good morning, Divine Time as well. DJ, I see you this morning. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Donna. Shantae, I appreciate you. Thank you, Tamia. I appreciate you. Klamika, I think that what it was. Trio Vibes, thank you. I appreciate that love, man. Appreciate the flowers that's coming through. Thank you, Olivia. Is it I Am Lasia? Appreciate you. Thank you, Corey. Good morning, Corey. Appreciate you, T Lady. I appreciate you. Double tap on my screen. Send me some love. Gorgeous Glow. Good morning to you, man. Y'all already know, man. Charlotte, North Carolina. We are at the brim. We at the brim of these things, man. Anitria, thank you so much for that badge, man. I want y'all to know, Cook, appreciate you. Nina, Cook, man, y'all coming so fast. Thank you, Liam. Thank you, Dessa. Thank you, Baby Idol. I appreciate you, man. Y'all are coming so fast with it, I couldn't catch up. Thank you, Jesse. Charlotte, we are at the brim right now with those ticket sales, man. We only got about 3 tickets left on the Eventbrite. So if you're trying to see me in Charlotte, North Carolina, Saturday, February the 24th, I need you to go and grab your tickets. The Eventbrite vendor spaces is sold completely out. I do not have any more room for any vendors on that event. It's packed all the way out. I already have an open speaker, so I do not have any speaking slots open or vendor slots. We're completely to the brim on those. When it comes down to space, as far as the guests, I only got 3 set seats left. Y'all know I refreshed it twice. I cannot add any more tickets. I'm sorry, y'all have to catch me in another city. Philly, y'all are completely sold out. I did have somebody cash out me for tickets, and we're going to squeeze them in. But other than that, that's it. I have to respect these people's venues, you know what I mean? And so, like I said, it's going to be an intimate setting. I tried to make sure that we kept everything at least 50 tickets, but then I had to push it to 75, and now I had to push it to 100. So listen, y'all got to wait until I come into another city. So Detroit, y'all y'all are up next. So if you in Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, I'm doing you guys together. So if you in Flint and you in Detroit, I will be in y'all area. That's going to be April the 27th, Saturday, April the 27th. Understand, Saturday, April the 27th, Flint, Michigan, Detroit, Michigan. I need you guys to get ready because I'm going to be coming out there. We're going to be dropping y'all Eventbrite links soon so y'all can be locked in as well, man. This is what we're going to be doing all year round, man. All year this year is to get in the room tour, man. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all the love and all the support. Man, listen, Philly showed out. That was 36 hours. That thing was sold out. It was nothing that I could do about that. It was already gone. I'm working on coming to California. I'm going to see what I can do as far as finding a venue space out there. And as far as what part, we're going to see what part we're going to come in. Y'all know I've already been out to Sacramento area already. So we're going to see it. My team is working on it right now, trying to see what venues that they can find. Y'all know we're doing everything pretty much online. So we have to look to see what spaces that we have, that we can locate, that we can go ahead and lock in virtually and all of that. But California, I'm trying to add a date for you guys. And I'm also trying to add a date for Atlanta. Atlanta, y'all are not playing with me. So I am trying to see, and I'm in Atlanta all the time. But apparently Atlanta is like, no, you're not going on no tour and we don't get no tour date. So I'm trying to see what I can do for Atlanta and for out west. So we working on that. I love you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Listen, for Jersey, for Upstate Park, I'm coming to the Bronx. All of y'all gonna have to come to the Bronx. That's gonna be where we gonna have December the 28th. I'm coming to the Bronx. If I can get to New York sooner than December, just know that I'll be there. If I can get to New York sooner than December, I'll be there. Jamaica, I will be in Jamaica June the 7th through the 11th. I will be speaking in Jamaica. Canada, I'm coming to Canada. I will be there August the 24th, Saturday, August the 24th. So anybody that's in Canada or the surrounding areas, that's Buffalo, New York as well. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, some of y'all, I know y'all kind of close to Canada too. You know what I mean? If you guys trying to catch me in Canada, make sure y'all, get your passes together. Get your passports together. Pull up on me in Canada. Don't have me out there in Canada by myself. My Detroit people, don't have me in Canada by myself. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can't make it to that show, make it to the Canada show. Understand that. I don't know who know me in Canada. I just know that they keep coming up saying, come to Canada, come to Canada. So I'm going to make it my way out there, right? Okay, so Canada is on there for August the 24th. Definitely coming. I love you guys, man. I want you guys to have an amazing start to your new year. Lock in with yourself. Stay focused. Stay motivated. You know what I'm saying? Stay inspired. Do not just be a hearer of the word, also be a doer of the word. It is necessary for your growth and development. You guys have an amazing morning. Talk to you later.